Welcome to the Top Shelf Grumbling podcast with Dan the Don Walls. This episode is brought to you by our sponsors, Lawn Hub for all your lawn care needs, Price Cutter, the best meat in town, Hale State, Russell Motors, go see Austin, he's got what you need, Butcher Block Restaurant, voted Best Biscuit and Best Breakfast 2025. Coming to you from the Wilder Fitness Studio, presenting a Where You Media production. This is Top Shelf Grumbling. Here with the Top Shelf Grumbling podcast. This is our big time Thursday show, guys. We're getting a little Tupelo Wine and Spirits involved in this one tonight. They've provided us with a little Ryder Cup special Bethpage Black Cherry Limeade. So that's what we'll be sipping on this evening.
It is absolutely scrumptious.
Absolutely scrumptious.
That's pretty good.
Got a big Ryder Cup up in here. All right, Don, what's your sentiment?
My sentiment is we got a good big weekend coming up.
Absolutely.
Ole Miss, LSU, Ryder Cup.
Go to hell, LSU.
Go to hell, LSU. Go to hell. State and Tennessee. A bunch of other big games we're going to touch on. Also, Mike Gundy, I said last week that it was over for him, and it was over very quick. I thought they at least let him coach the season because he said he wanted to coach the season. But Nope, he's out.
Mike Gundy on the not available report.
He wasn't missing out on his buyout.
Absolutely not.
Kind of touching on Ole Miss and LSU. It's going to be a good one. Ever since Lane's been at Ole Miss, every year besides one, it's been a crazy game. Like the last 2 years, instant classics. By overtime. LSU never led last year.
Nope.
Till
overtime.
Till overtime.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Overtime. The time was over.
Yeah. Year before, it was a big shootout with Jaden Daniels that we somehow won.
Absolutely.
55-53 or whatever it was.
49.
There's been a lot of games. Ole Miss and LSU's had a lot of good ones over the years. Just a few that come to mind since I've been alive. Eli winning down there in Death Valley, beating the hell out of them.
Absolutely.
38-20.
I remember that one.
Les Miles didn't spike it. Could have spiked it. Still don't know what the hell he was thinking on that.
He wasn't. That's the problem. He was chewing on grass. Remember? He loved to chew on grass.
I saw somebody said today he must have been chewing on some of the grass that had the paint on it.
That. Or he'd gone up to the
he threw the ball.
facility
it was like
they had at the time there.
It's like it was a Hail Mary type. They called it like on the 20-yard line. They all ran down there, had plenty of time to spike it, and just
did not.
Let the damn game run out.
That's Les Miles for you. He was a
Mad Hatter.
Clock management Mad Hatter. All right.
That's big weekend, great weekend.
Big weekend. All right. Well, let's discuss some of those big games that we got going on this weekend. We're not really agree with them going to go to have Penn State be their Happy Valley.
Whiteout.
What's the word? Whiteout? Yeah, that's what I
looked last night. They're 13-8 or 13-9 all the time in their whiteout.
In the whiteout.
Games.
That's not even. It doesn't mean anything.
Wow.
We got game days going there. There's a lot.
By the way, I think Oregon wins that game going away. Just a little preview.
I'm trying to figure out if they're ever going to win the big game. I mean, Penn State is.
Well, not just that. Drew Allard, however you say his damn name, he's never really impressed me. They
don't church it up.
Their offense. I just don't think they can. They try to slow it down a little bit too much for my liking. I don't think they can stay with Oregon.
Oregon's got the firepower they normally do. I haven't seen a lot of Oregon.
The only year
I hadn't really either, but I've looked at a lot of their stats. That quarterback is top notch.
The only year I really thought that Penn State showed just like a whole lot of promise and was really flashy was when Trace McSorley and Saquon Barkley were there. Every year since, they really haven't impressed me.
It's kind of like having Phil Longo with the weapons he had.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing. It's like, why didn't they win? I mean, you got Saquon Barkley and Trace McSorley, and you can't win a championship. It's like when it's the big game. Yeah, that is true. They didn't play any defense, that's for sure. But it's time to put up or shut up for Penn State. But yeah, I think you're right. I don't think
we're going to pick all these. We're going to pick these games.
Oh, absolutely. We're just going to talk about them for a minute, and then we'll get to do the pick.
Okay.
Next game on the docket: Alabama and Georgia. That's a find out for Alabama, I think. I mean, really, they lost in Florida State, but they looked good against a suspect Wisconsin team. Do we know what?
They're not suspect. They
suck.
Okay,
they suck.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Suck.
But and it made. I mean, I just saw where Simpson got a Gatorade NIL contract. I'm like, from beating Wisconsin, is that what sold you on him? I don't know.
Yeah, for real.
I'm ready to see that game. I think Georgia is going to be pretty tough on that one. But
That line is awfully fishy. You think
fishy.
Georgia would beat the hell out of them, but it's only 3-point spread.
Yeah.
I'm
not
touching
impressed with Georgia. They had a really good win on the road.
Yeah,
but
Tennessee gave them that game.
Yeah, give them that
they
game.
played a decent game, but
you can. We seen this last year. You can't afford to get off on a bad start against Alabama. I don't care where you're at. I don't care if you're in Athens, if you're in Tuscaloosa. You get off as slow as they did at Tennessee a couple weeks ago. They got their hands full here. That Bama team is going to be able to score.
Yeah, they are. And that's what I was going to say. Georgia's defense doesn't look like a Georgia defense in years past.
And Tennessee can't cover anybody, so that's why it made that Stockton. He ain't looked worth the damn really against anybody other than Tennessee this year. And he made them.
I thought he threw some really good balls.
It looked opportunistic. It wasn't like he was just down every throw. He made some big throws.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he can't be a good quarterback, but Tennessee is Alabama's defense is a lot better than anything they faced so far.
Well, I think a lot of that, you put Georgia's back against the wall in that game by getting down and just kind of freed the play call up on that for a lot of big plays, a lot of big scores. The other two games that Georgia's played, they start off incredibly slow. They got nothing going offensively. Defensively, they look kind of suspect. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a tell-all game for both of these teams, and I think
the same thing.
A lot of it's going to get exposed as far as what you can do and game plan for them the rest of the season. I think we're as Ole Miss fans are going to see a lot of what we can and can't do against them in the next few weeks when we got them coming up going to Athens as well.
Yep.
We'll look up and Alabama will be up by 21 and be like,
probably so.
What's your thought on the LSU game?
I think it's going to be a real close. Like I said,
the LSU game. I love how you put that. What are you going with the LSU game?
LSU, go to hell, LSU
game.
LSU
game. Is that
I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Like I said,
since Kiffin, right over here.
Since Kiffin's been at Ole Miss, like I said a while ago, most of the games, just about all of them but one, we let one get away from us in Baton Rouge. I think we were up like 17-0 in that game, and let them come back and beat us like 41-20. Anyway, there's other 4 or 5 games he's played against them. He's won he's won his share of them, but they've all could have gone either way. The spread is 1.5 point. That's gonna be a close game.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just
down in the fourth quarter.
I
can't wait to be there. It's gonna be a good.
Hotty. I think this year is gonna be the downfall of Brian Kelly's SEC record.
I hope so. I can't stand that Yankee putts.
I don't think he's that good.
I think
I did call him an atheist.
He's all right. He's just.
I'm going to make a bold statement, but I think they're a little bit of what they call a paper tiger. They've shown flashes of things that they can do well, but it's few and far between. And there's been times where they just said, "All right, Nussmeier, you're going to throw the ball and you're going to win the game for us. We don't have a running game." But I don't know. I think their defense is for real, for sure. But the offense is
very iffy.
It's very iffy. You don't have a run game, and we know that we're gonna pass. I think
he's going to pass it 35
I think our
to 40
defensive
times.
line is going to look much better than people think against their offensive line. I think we're going to shake that up enough, and it may be that we give up some gas runs and stuff. But we're going to get to Nussmeier, I believe.
Well, I pulled up to Sir Producers Wednesday, and we were sitting there. He was sitting there watching a little sports podcast radio show. They can't handle a stunt.
Yeah.
That's the first thing he said to me when we walked in, and he pulled up the footage.
Knock on wood.
They cannot.
No.
They may be able to this week.
We
but
watched
weeks
the Sela.
past,
We watched the Sela game or watched highlights from the Sela game, and I was like, "Look at this!" I said, "This guy, number 2, Caleb Proctor for Sela, was having a day, absolutely having a day against their offensive line.
He looked like
I've
Power
noticed
5.
Somebody needs to be looking for him in the portal.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen their fans bitching like Nussmeier has been pressured a lot, and they really hadn't been able to run the ball very well either so far.
Their best
or not
back,
what they thought they should be doing.
Their best running back is apparently a guy that started out at quarterback at the beginning of the year.
Juwan
Johnson. We're going to touch on any more big games right now?
We're going to talk about State and Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, State and Tennessee. I'm going to give that line's a little lower than I thought it was going to be. State's got a chance here, I think. Tennessee can't cover anybody, but I don't know about shaping getting the ball down the field consistently either. But
according to Zach, he is one of the better downfield ball throwers in the SEC.
I just don't know if they have the depth. That's my thing with Tennessee is that I just don't know if State has the depth yet. They've got. I really do, like their coach, and I think he's getting them in the right direction.
I do too. He is.
State's starting 11 on both sides.
They've gotten a lot, but they've improved a lot.
But it's hard to get depth, and I mean, you can see it's taken Lane Kiffin 5-6 years to get to this point where it's like, all right, we feel comfortable, even though And we're all still on pins and needles about a game on Saturday. It doesn't
Cautiously
matter.
optimistic.
Cautiously optimistic. But
go to hell, LSU.
But Levy's doing a great job, and he's got some good folks down there. But big game. You got anything for State? You just don't really care about them?
I hate them.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, I figured that was what it was.
I hate cowbells. I hate the noise. I watched their game this last weekend. Close game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 4-point game going into halftime, and all I see up close is no emotion.
Ringer.
Like yell, nothing, just
ringing the bell. Ringing the bell.
That irritates the absolute piss out of me, and I don't. It to my core. Like if you can't get up and yell and scream for your team that you've spent money to come see, or money that you may have spent on education on, or donate via season tickets, donations.
At least
it's just there's no emotion. It's just
the cheer down to 2 syllables. I mean, go State, go State.
Or
I mean, it's
Maroon
easy to
Park.
remember.
I'm Tennessee might State might win that.
Hey,
game.
but for real, yeah, State could have a wow factor coming in this game. Tennessee's defense looks kind of suspect. They give a pretty good chunk of points to Syracuse. Obviously, Georgia after getting up big. So I'm leery of what their defense is going to do, especially their defensive backs. I think State, if they could really get a mismatch somewhere on a wide receiver or on a slot somewhere, I think they could really do some damage against Tennessee and put up a few points. So,
Yeah.
But I think we're going to see. I mean, State's played. They're 4-0 all 4 non-conference
We'll see
games.
who picks who here in a second.
But
well, you guys want to get into the picks? Y'all want to start that off? All right, guys, we're going to start here with our pick 'em. We're going to go with our results first here. Little C's got everything pulled up, so he's going to start off with that, and then we'll get into the actual pick 'em.
We got the Don leading at a strong 17-6 right now. Pretty
Not
stout.
bad, not bad. I'll
not
take
bad.
it.
Long
That's six.
season.
That's 6-0 first week. Really boosted
That really
his ego
boosted
over
that,
there.
yeah.
What about the 5-2? What the only
5-2
2
is
the next
pretty good,
week? I
too.
mean, my God,
5-2
let's
is
go.
pretty good.
17-6 is pretty good.
I'm sitting here at 15-8,
Which is pretty good.
which is
Respectable.
fair.
Respectable.
Fair. Big Game Seamus made up a lot of ground last
He
week.
damn sure did.
He made up a lot of ground. He was sitting at 8-7 and came all the way back to 14-9. A
Wow.
little 7-2
Man.
week.
Fantastic.
All right,
It's a
long
long
season.
season.
Long season.
Long season.
Yeah.
stay
long
with me,
season.
boys. I know y'all doing the best you can.
All right, first game we got up on the docket is TCU versus Arizona State. I'm gonna go to you with that one.
This is a Friday night game here. TCU demolished North Carolina the first week, and they beat a good SMU team too. Sonny Dykes is a good coach. He's pretty much won everywhere he's ever been. The quarterback, TCU's quarterback, he's got completing 70% of his passes, 11 touchdowns, only 2 picks on the year. He's a good QB. The Arizona State quarterback, he took it to the playoffs last year, which I'm thinking a lot of that was Scatterboo, but he's back too. So
1000%.
this is going to be a good game. The best team Arizona State played is State, but they hadn't really looked that good in any game this year. Arizona State hadn't. I'm going TCU here. I think it's at Arizona State, I'm pretty sure, but
TCU.
I think TCU.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with TCU on this one too. I mean, I'm still not completely sold on Arizona State after a big win last week at Baylor. TCU's looked really good offensively, averaging over 500 yards a game this season so far, and a whopping 62% conversion rate on third down, which is it's a disaster for defenses. You finally get to third down, third and mid, third and long, and then you're 62% of the time during this game. Yeah, you're starting over. That could play a big part on defense and kind of wearing them down, control the line of scrimmage. So, and I honestly, I think TCU right now is a front runner for winning the Big 12. So I'm gonna go with TCU over this one.
I'm gonna take TCU as well.
Group lock, oh hell.
I said it before.
I've seen this movie.
I said it before they ever played State. I didn't think Arizona State was that good without Cam Scatterbo. Yeah. I mean, and they're obviously not because they really don't look good.
You got a guy like that can rush for 170 yards a game and
then throw it for 50 if you need him to.
They may have lost 4 offensive linemen. We have no idea.
Yeah,
but
are you going to pick the game too? Are you picking 2 on this?
I'm gonna
celebrity guest picker.
Celebrity guest picker.
Celebrity guest
Sir
picker.
producer tonight. Celebrity guest picker. I'm gonna continue the group lock. I'm going with TCU as well too.
Nice.
Hammer Arizona State.
Hammer Arizona State. Yeah. He'll find his footing.
All right, second game of the week. We got Notre Dame versus Arkansas.
No, I'll do Florida State, Virginia.
Florida State, Virginia.
That's Friday night too.
All right, we'll go Florida State, Virginia Friday night.
Look, I'll start this one off.
Okay, go ahead.
Castellanos is listed as probable for this game. I'm not sure. It says undisclosed under what I looked at. I'm not sure. FSU defense is going to keep them in this game. I think they're going to be fairly dominant, to be honest with you. If FSU can keep Castellanos healthy and their defense kind of dominate what we're expecting to do and able to run the ball, they did against Bama, I believe they win in big fashion in this game. Yeah. I don't believe it's close.
I'm also going to take Florida State. I agree. I agree with everything that Big Game Seamus said. I mean, I have no other words to put it into it.
Well, crazy thing. There's been a lot of crazy upsets happening in these Friday night games over the years. You just both teams are kind of on a short week, kind of weird. But Castellanos is good. I watched him for a couple of years at Boston College. I mean, he single-handedly beat some teams last year by himself. He's a good mobile, good pass, good overall quarterback. I mean, he takes care of the ball. Florida State's much improved than they were last year. They beat a good Bama team, although that game was in the pouring rain for a lot of it, so that may be an outlier. I don't know. We'll see. Virginia's honoring their 95 team or something. I saw that the last time they beat Florida State.
The last time they won 6 games.
That sounds like it's
wearing their throwback uniforms. The Virginia coach Tony Elliott is on the hot seat. They're off to a good start. They looked okay, but they don't have much of a passing game. I think Florida State, they win this one big.
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot of notes on that one other than it doesn't all that adding up for Virginia. It doesn't sound good.
That line's fishy low though, kind of scares me.
Also too, I mean this is last year too, and I hate to do last year's and stuff, but Virginia was like one of the worst football teams ever last year. They were pretty bad.
So is Mississippi State, and they're 4-0.
So is Florida State.
Yeah, so is Florida State.
So is Florida State.
But at least
it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier for Florida State to rebuild than Virginia.
That was going to be my next point was getting Castellanos from Boston College. I don't think Castellanos was like, what? I think I'll go to Virginia.
He single-handedly beat Florida State last year.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
I don't know. Florida State ended up beating the hell.
I was going to say they beat themselves a lot too.
All right, what's next? Notre Dame and
Arkansas.
Who's starting this one off?
I hate Notre Dame. I'm taking Arkansas.
Fishy line here. This is
it's
short and sweet.
Does nothing but go down the whole time. It's like 7 or 8 points first time I saw it.
The fishiest line of the week here. It started out like 4.5. I'm gonna be frank here. We don't know what the future looks like in Fayetteville, but we do know that it's probably not gonna be with Sam Pittman. Petrino's already taking phone calls from what I hear, and is getting ready to take what seems to be at least an interim job, if not more than that. I'm not sure what the mindset's going to be with all these players that have committed to Sam Pittman and what he's built there.
Because the players love him.
He does. He reminds me so much of Matt Lute, but just like Matt Lute, O-line coaches aren't great head coaches.
He's a people guy.
He's really 10 times better than Matt Lute. But anyway, go ahead.
Notre Dame wins big here. All they have to do is make a couple stops defensively, and I think they win very convincingly.
Not so fast, my friend.
Garbage.
Taylor Green.
Taylor
Green in that offense. Sir Producer is stepping in on this one. I apologize, but I can't let that stand.
Notre Dame is terrible.
Y'all know them when they say win one for the Gipper.
I don't think Notre Dame loses to Memphis.
This is Sam Pittman's Gipper game right here. They're gonna band together for him for one last time. Notre Dame.
They're going to win big against Notre Dame.
But no, it's always for the last time until they win, and they're like, shit, we got to keep Sam Pittman another week because he won, and it would be really sad to fire him when we won.
So you're saying win one for the Pittman?
They're win one for the Pittman.
They're
winning one for the Pittman, and now their defense is absolutely terrible. Notre Dame's not a good football team. I don't believe they are. They're not good at all. They're kind of physical, but I think Arkansas is physical enough on their lines that the back end is not going to be near as bad because I just don't think their quarterback's very good.
So if you get in a shootout, you're getting a shootout. Who do you trust defensively to win this game?
Arkansas. I trust Taylor Green to win this game. He was going to beat us. Yeah. I hate to say that, but that's my sample size. Is that
here's the thing: he hadn't
going down.
Against Ole Miss and Memphis, he hadn't done much of anything the second half in both those games. Taylor Green hadn't.
No,
I think he's a great. I think he's a real deal. But once they key in on him, they can just they can just stop
Conspiracy
him.
theory? Is Bobby Petrino pulling punches? Yeah. He's calling the plays, right?
Well, here's what I think.
Oh, yeah, dog.
If
Dive up the middle.
here's what I think. I think if Arkansas would have beat Memphis, Arkansas would have won this game. I think Notre Dame is a decent team. I mean, they almost beat Miami, who we all in agreement is pretty good at Miami. The Hogs are the worst tackling team in the SEC I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, it's god awful. Give me Notre Dame in this one.
No.
Pittman, by the way, I got this stat from Big Game Seamus. Pittman's what? 7-18?
He's 7-21.
I thought it was 7-18.
No, I'm sorry, 7-19 after the last game.
Yeah.
No.
No, I think it was counting the last game.
17,
Either way,
he's terrible in one-score games.
I saw somebody put a list out, and he was at the bottom of it. SEC coaches, they put a list out, and he was at the very bottom
of it.
Do you know who's close to the top?
Lane Kiffin.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
Next, we got Auburn versus A&M.
Hey.
A&M did beat Notre Dame.
This is a hard one. There's not much logic to really put into this one. I mean, I like what Hugh Freeze has put together down in Auburn, just under the pressure that he's been under.
And I they've got a good team, I think.
Defense is very physical. They get to the quarterback well. Jackson Arnold is still kind of showing a bit of youth and a little bit of immaturity in ways, but I think he's getting more and more comfortable week by week. You know, this will be a very physical game for A&M than it was last week. They're going to be punched in the mouth and quickly and often by Auburn's defensive front. And I think this game is fairly low scoring, but I think Hugh Freeze finally gets his key win on the road in College Station.
He had a key win a couple of key wins at College Station when he was at Ole Miss. So he knows how to win there. All right, I'm going to say, look, Auburn got some bad calls last week.
They did.
You can't let that beat you twice, so they got to get up off the mat in this game. I don't know how they're going to respond. They got a good defense. A&M quarterback, Deuce Knight, whatever his name is, he's been throwing for a lot of yards.
Marcel Reed.
When I say Deuce Knight, he's
at
Auburn.
Backup
Auburn.
quarterback.
He was at A&M though, right?
No.
I'm pretty sure
he went straight from high school.
He went straight from high school.
He was once committed to Ole Miss.
Deuce he's the one that was anyway.
People were comparing him to the next Cam Newton.
But Marcel Reed, yeah.
Marcel Reed, anyway, he's put up a lot of yards this year, but his completion percentage is only like 54%. It's awful.
He's mid.
I mean,
he's big throw,
but
big
Jackson
game time.
Jackson Arnold is not any better. He's probably worse than him. I'm just
better mid.
I think A&M. This is a close game here. Give me A&M in a close one.
Ooh, I don't agree with you. I'm going with Big Game Seamus on this one. Auburn is gonna get one for their Gipper over there.
He's due, right?
I kind of think he might be too.
Unfortunately, he's due. And I like Mike Elko. I really do like Mike Elko.
Yeah, I do too.
I really hate that I feel like he's like sitting around where they're like doing all the dances, and he's like, "Hey, yeah, all right." Anyway, get me back to the football stadium. Like, hurry. But I think Auburn is going to take care of business. Texas A&M they struggled real hard to beat Notre Dame, and I just don't feel good about Notre Dame. So that's given me the all this is a feeling. I don't have any insight other than just what I've watched, but I feel like Auburn's going to get there this weekend. They're going to get their get back. They're pissed off. That there's nothing like a wounded animal. To
wounded tiger, like a wounded tiger.
No, not a paper tiger. A wounded animal. But yeah. Anyway.
All that being said about Notre Dame not being that good in my perspective, and A&M beating them, I really think A&M is a much improved team compared to last year, and I think that they're going to try to play for something this year. I don't think they'll get anything done, but I think they're going to try.
They've been quiet.
They're like terrible. They went 9-4.
They're like one over after 7.
I mean, that's what. But I think. I think they're going to try to. I think they're going to really try to make a run at it this year.
Texas A&M is one over after 7 holes.
They're
quiet. They're quietly one over
hell.
after 7. Yeah, but I mean,
one of the few times I'm going to agree with the Don and not be his hater, I'm going to go with A&M here.
Heard.
Well, I guess that brings us to
LSU and the Rebs.
LSU.
No, we still got Oregon and Penn State, Bama and Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's after this.
Okay, I thought you were talking about
We're just going down in order.
Yeah.
Going from the day.
Okay, I'm going to start this one off, folks.
Let's go.
Go to hell, LSU, by the way.
All the way. Straight down to the pits.
these, like we've been touching on all year, all these good teams in the SEC, these lines are close, just like NFL lines. The LSU fans were worried about their offensive line. They're worried about their run game. Both teams have some holes, as does every good team this year. The key is, to me, I'm still not sold on Ole Miss's run defense, but luckily that our weakness is their weakness too on the offensive line. So maybe that won't matter. LSU had 4 offensive linemen get drafted last year. They lost. I mean,
that's a lot.
They beat Clemson, but hell, Clemson looks like shit.
They're still holding on to that one. All the LSU stuff I've heard, they're holding
LSU's D hadn't faced a running quarterback all year. What you call it, Clemson? He's not really run that much, if at all. This is by far the best defense that Trinidad Chambliss has ever seen in his life by a million miles.
Did he get named QB1 yet?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Technically it came out. Chris Lowe reported it, but then Lane Kiffin was on PMT, and he was like, not PMT, he was on Pat McAfee live, and he said, "Oh, that's what I heard. I guess I ought to call the staff down and let them know that I picked the starting quarterback because he didn't."
But anyway. I don't think Simmons is 100% yet either. The loser of this game is still not out of the playoff by any means, but not out of the playoff by any means. The loser of this game can still go 10-2. So LSU fans, Ole Miss fans, if your team want to lose this game, it's not the end of the world by any means. This is a toss-up game. I still don't know who I'm going to. I'm just going to take Ole Miss just because.
You taking Ole Miss for the heart?
I'm taking Ole Miss for the heart. Yeah, okay. Give me the Reds.
Emotional.
Are you taking the 1.5 points? Or you just taking the money line and we're just doing pick?
Yeah, this is a pick 'em.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a pick. 1 point spread. That's basically a pick 'em anyway.
But I'm curious though. What if you got the 1.5 and the over hook at like 27, 28 or something like that?
You'd beat.
Well, I'm not going to be a homer here. This is the first test Ole Miss is going to face defensively this year. There's 3 guys that I feel that's going to stop Kewan Lacey, and that's Whit Weeks, Wes Week, and Harold Perkins Jr. Yeah. Those 3 guys right there are going to be just straight dogs, hammering the gaps and anything that we've got going.
Whit Weeks.
Chambliss is really gonna have to throw the football. There's not going to be any way around it. We can't dink and dunk. You can't have because they're going to fly all over the field.
We got the receivers.
It's going to be the fastest defense that we've seen all year. Probably will see all year.
Absolutely.
I'm still not 100% on who's actually going to start. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Chambliss. Ole Miss is going to have to play a pretty clean game here without any turnovers. Got to win the turnover margin. Yeah. We got to cause something to happen defensively. LSU is going to challenge our defense, spreading us out down the field. It's going to be our biggest challenge so far on the defensive backs. I still think it will not come down to a shootout. It's going to be much more like it was last year. Like
I agree.
23-20, and someone may pull away late. But I'm, just looking at what I just said right there, I think LSU comes out on top of this one.
Oh, my God.
Tough. Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast, my friend.
At least not having a group lock.
I'm rooting for the Reds, but LSU
Absolutely.
I agree with you.
And I've been torn all day. I really think it's a classic toss-up game here.
It is a classic toss-up
game. Like
you
said, the loser's not out of anything. That's the beauty of the playoff.
My one concern, I do think the Rebels, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Rebels on this one. My concern with Trinidad Chambliss is that the speed of LSU's defense, because I saw some throws in going back and watching them that – a different safety, and maybe maybe he just said, "Hey, the guy's in that position. Yeah. I'm going to throw this ball." And
I think a couple of them were, but a couple of them
there
were
a couple of them that were. There was a comeback route that was about a 15-yard throw that should have been picked off. If it was a better team. That's the only thing that bothers me.
He also had a drop that would have been a 85-yard touchdown.
That is true. I think
Trinidad Chambliss is a winner.
He's a winner. He is a winner.
Knock on wood.
I think Ole Miss wins big.
Yeah.
I think they come out for revenge after last year's tough loss that really kind of sent Ole Miss into a downward spiral through the next couple of weeks.
Thank you, sir.
I really, really think that Lane Kiffin's coming out with a vengeance. Lane Kiffin, I think the Rebels really want to make it this year. And I think it's even across the board as the SEC is this year.
Yeah.
I think this is probably one of the best years for Ole Miss to make it.
I agree.
All right, that brings us to our next game. It's going to be Tennessee and Mississippi State at Davis Wade in Starkville at 3:15. I hate it for State fans on this one. They got snubbed of a night game. This would have been a great night game atmosphere.
Yep.
I hate the Cowbells. I don't care for Starkville. I don't like State. But
So did Ole Miss.
well, so I sympathize for what State's been through. You know, and Levy's got them back 4-0.
Absolutely, much improved.
First SEC game, big time Tennessee's coming in off a big loss to Georgia in their SEC opener. So I think State should have got a nightcap with this one. Either way, y'all let us know what you think on this one. Let's go to you, Little C.
Yeah, what you got, Little C?
I'm gonna take State.
Wow.
He's going to give us nothing to back that up.
No, I'm fixing to get
Taking
there.
State.
No, I'm taking State.
That broadcast skill's really paying off there.
Not dynamite drop in, Lonnie.
I really.
Well, while
think,
you research it,
no,
It looked like you were researching.
I really think that Joey Aguilar. I think he may pick the secondary apart, but I really don't think that they're going to be able to get the run game going.
Okay.
And I mean, I really think to beat State, and Arizona State showed this, which we all know they weren't as good of a team as they were last year.
Yeah.
But you have to have a balanced attack to beat Mississippi State right now.
That's true.
I mean, they're pretty solid all the way around, and it's like Dan Ray said, they let teams linger. And Mississippi State's a lingering team. If you let them linger and make a mistake, they're probably going to make you pay for it.
The
Well,
Don.
he's that Cinderella corn. He's picking it upset.
The Don said not so fast.
Not so fast, my friend. Look, this line's maybe a little low. I think the line is kind of fishy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this line would have been 12 points. Tennessee, the back end of their secondary is garbage. I mean, they showed it even last week against UAB a little bit. I mean, it's just the Mississippi State offensive line is a little bit suspect. Can Shapen get to the good? Those State's got some good receivers. Can Shapen get on the ball? Maybe. I think this is going to be a good game, but I think Tennessee's got a little too much for them here. Give me Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm not going to dig too deep into this one.
Yeah.
Tennessee, I think State's. This is their first big game. Tennessee's going to really shove it down their throat. I think they're going to blitz Shapen a lot. I think when I say blitz a lot, I think they're going to blitz on probably 65, 68% of their plays.
Wow.
And they're going to make him pick someone up. I think he's going to throw 2 picks, maybe a fumble or something in there. But I think Tennessee wins by 2 touchdowns easily.
I agree with you. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Not a group lock.
Not a group lock. Joey Aguilar has been he's on people's hot boards now for
He's good.
for drafts.
Good.
What about DJ Amaleva, whatever his name is? I didn't forgot who that son bitch is.
DJ Uwalungale?
Nico, I'm going to love you a long time.
Not DJ
You just messed up
Amaleva.
3 people's names together.
Nico Ilamaleva.
Nico Amaleva.
Nico.
The one
Yeah,
with UCLA, he can't even. He's so, it was like 0-5.
By the way, we also had a backup quarterback that also went to UCLA apparently, and then got arrested. I heard that on a tidbit. I'm not sure whose show I was listening to.
Who's an
today.
Ole Miss quarterback?
Yeah, there was an Ole Miss backup quarterback, and Pierce somebody or something. I don't know. He went to UCLA.
Pierce
and
Brosnan?
probably got arrested. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Tennessee rolls big, 2 touchdowns, big game. Seamus. Agree with you.
All right, now we're gonna go. We got 2 games left to pick. 3 games left to pick.
You got
here.
Oregon and Penn State.
Oregon and Penn State. I'm gonna get this one started off. Oregon has way more athletes, way more speed. I'm not sold on what's his name?
Drew Aller.
Drew
Aller. What's the name of my quarterback
Drew Law.
name? Drew Aller, Drew Aller, Drew whatever.
Muslim.
He's not that good.
Drew Law.
He's not that good. They're having
False.
they're having a whiteout game. It's 13 and they're 13-8 all time on their whiteout game. That's not scaring anybody. Give me Oregon by 2 or 3 touchdowns on this one.
To be fair, they are scheduling these whiteout games against like top tier colleges.
A couple of them
Ohio
have not-
States.
No, they have not all. Go back and look. All of them are
You
not.
go back and look.
All of them are not big time against big time teams. They
Here
played.
lately, they have been. The
they
last
played-
few years, they got.
They played They had one year for like a 6-6 Auburn team. I mean, my God, come on.
Yeah, but it's Auburn.
Anyway, give me Oregon by 3 touchdowns.
I'm not sold on either one of these teams so far. I do think Penn State has looked better this season. Oregon, the last couple weeks, they just can't seem to get out to a quick start over the last, 2 games that they play. Penn State will play with the utmost energy on this one. James Franklin, he struggles a lot during big games. He can't seem to really punch it in, just get over the hump here. But this is the infamous whiteout game. This at night. A lot of their whiteout games, because they are the big noon, their big noon game is at noon. So this is their first night game. They get to play in a while.
I can't stand that big noon.
Daytime fireworks. Yeah.
So
breakfast football. Come on.
This is going to be a big win for the Nittany Lions. James Franklin gets over the hump here. I think they beat Oregon.
Well, boys, it may be
Not
a whiteout.
so fast.
It might be a whiteout there in Penn Station. A black and blue
So
out.
who's winning?
It's going to be a black and blue out because the Oregon Ducks are coming to whack on all over them.
Yeah. I know absolutely nothing about either team.
I don't either, but Oregon wins.
Yeah, I think Oregon wins too. I'm with our producer here.
Celebrity guest pick here.
And one more thing that Dante Moore, the Oregon quarterback, he's 75% of his passes this year, 11 touchdowns to 1 pick, already 1,000 yards on the year.
Who they played?
I mean, they played Mike Gundy. They sent his ass packing.
They did score 70 points.
75 points, for God's sake.
I mean, it didn't seem like it was difficult.
They struggled against a Northwestern team that Tulane dominated. At Northwestern, might I add.
You're a B. All right.
Did you see? Just watch that game. Northwestern has a high school football field. When I say high school,
Yes,
I mean
absolutely.
not
Yeah.
Texas, not in Texas high school.
Yeah,
football
something
field.
happened to their
Bleachers.
stadium or something.
Tupelo
Renovating
High
it.
School. They're building a new stadium.
Yeah,
and
this was like
Okay,
it's like
well,
2,000 fans.
I'm sorry, but if I was an Oregon player and I walked off and I had to go play on that field, I might not be completely excited about the day.
Well, Tulane did. Tulane was very excited.
Tulane is always excited. They have John Summerall. I mean,
They're the biggest party.
I'd run through a brick wall for that dude.
In
I
the
mean,
United States.
you
I'm
know what I
giving
mean?
thought to it right now.
Yeah, let's go.
No, hard pass. All right, let's go to South Carolina, Kentucky.
Let's be Tulane fans.
Be Tulane fans.
Damn, we lost last week.
I like South Carolina in this one. Kentucky's not very good offensively. South Carolina defense, their defensive line is pretty good. They'll be able to get to the quarterback this game just like they did with Virginia Tech. Lenore Sellers is going to spread the ball out, give Kentucky defense just a little bit of a, like they did to us with Arkansas. It's going to be, quarterback contained, which is going to leave the middle of the field open, I think, on that middle 12 to 15-yard pass. But I do think the first one to 21 points this game wins. So give me the Gamecocks on this one.
Gamecocks.
I'm a big game Seamus. I'm taking South Carolina. I'm a big Lenore Sellers
Once again,
fan.
just riding coattails over there.
I'm a big Lenore Sellers fan.
Why?
Yeah.
I like the way he plays. He's not that bad.
Anyway,
He's
this
not
game.
that good, but
This game.
If he had a decent offensive line,
he's good when he can use his legs.
yeah.
And I think
But not
this
running
this
for his
particular game, he's going to be able to do that. I'm not. You put him against an LSU, he's got 4 sacks and 16 yards rushing with 100 yards passing and two interceptions.
Yeah.
This game's gonna be short and sweet for me. The loser of this game, their season is in the absolute shitter.
Free fall.
USC has the
USC.
South. It's not the real US. South Carolina. South Carolina and Shane Beamer absolutely have to win this game. Give me USC big here.
Yeah.
Isn't South Carolina the original USC though?
I mean,
It's kind of like the Death Valley
probably
argument.
By age.
just by progression from the country.
Yeah.
They kind of had to be, right?
That's right.
I remember seeing this. I remember seeing this.
I remember we started on the East Coast and we went to the West, possibly. No, yeah, I think South Carolina is going to be too much for Kentucky. I think that Zach Calzada actually I don't think is a terrible quarterback. I think that I think they're mailing it in at Kentucky right now. I think Stoops is tired. I think he's just like, all right, I'll get this veteran quarterback and hope he plays good, but he's not just that good, and they're also not putting him in great positions. They benched him and play another.
He was supposedly hurt or something, wasn't he?
I'm still hating on Stoops.
Yeah,
he
his
kicked the
feelings
field
were
goal with
hurt.
20 seconds left.
He's been hurt his whole career.
Sorry to the gamblers.
Anyway, USC big. Yeah, this is going to be a season breaker, like the Don said, but it's going to be Kentucky's season that's broken.
Group lock.
It is.
All right.
One more game left to pick here.
Bama and
Marquee
Georgia.
Marquee matchup.
Why is game day not there?
Because why would they be?
Why would they not be at LSU and Ole Miss?
I would say LSU's ranked higher than
I'm glad they're
Georgia.
not. I don't like that shit comes to town. Give me the Grove.
It's already a zoo over there anyway.
Yeah, it's already going to be a zoo. Give me the
Zoo and game day.
Zoo.
I'd probably at home.
Or SEC Nation went to, they didn't go, they went somewhere
to
else.
Georgia, Bama.
Georgia, Bama, that's right.
Man, we're third sister. What are we?
It's Lane Kiffin's hateful comments to the get.
Well, I'm going to get this one started. Bama has looked good. They really hadn't played anybody other than Florida State. They looked pretty good against besides them. Big game for the boy here. He needs to win this game. The hot seat is getting hotter. Kirby's only 1-6 against Bama. Now one of those was a national championship win, but I don't know. This line's very fishy to me. I'm taking Georgia only because it's that night. And they're gonna be rowdy. They hate Bama. I think Georgia just gets this game.
It's not a blackout, is it?
It
All these
might
whiteouts,
be.
blackouts, and all these outs.
You remember
Red out.
Georgia had a blackout that time. Saban had been at Bama for like 2 years. They did a blackout. It was like Saban's first big win. They beat them 54-0 in Georgia.
Didn't they retire the black jerseys?
I think they may have did.
Like 10 years. No, they did it for a long time.
They still haven't brought them back.
They may not have. I'm telling
Kirby's
you.
a traditional
I'm
guy.
telling you. I after that game, I
He
really
was
do. I
stuck-
think they were like, never
He's
again.
stuck in Tuscaloosa.
Never again. Like those the gray jerseys, the Rebels gray jerseys.
How sweet are they?
They're pretty sweet.
Never again.
But I don't know.
Cam Newton caught a touchdown pass on us last time we won.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably a bad sign.
Well, I've been looking for this game all year. Bama got off to a slow start against Florida State, which, rainy on the road, first game of the year, just kind of got hit in the mouth.
I think that's what it was.
But since that loss, Bama's blown out everyone since. Georgia's looked sluggish in most all their games. Most of that Tennessee game, they got a good win coming from behind that game and all. But they can't afford to get out to a slow start, like we said earlier in the podcast here. Yeah. But seeing Tennessee score 41 on Georgia 2 weeks ago leads me to believe that Bama will be able to score as well. I worry that Georgia's offense being able to score at will like they did against Tennessee is not going to happen or against Alabama. Close game, but I got the tie coming out on top of this one.
Wow, there's be a lot of movement going on the pick 'em one way or another next week.
We said that last week, and I climbed that ladder.
You gained one game on me. That ain't gonna cut it for the rest of the year. You're gonna start gaining more than that a
I
week.
gained at least 2 games on you.
I think I'm gonna take Georgia with the Don. And this is really a purely emotional pick because I hate Alabama.
Yeah.
I do too.
I really think both teams are not. I mean, they're not as good as they have been in past years. I think they're even pretty evenly matched. I think Alabama's defense may be a little better, but I'm gonna take Georgia. It's at home. The dogs are gonna be loud.
I've got a feeling that.
Hunker down, you hairy dog.
What's that coming down the track?
All right, go ahead, producer.
Red and black.
I got a feeling Kalen DeBoer gets it together.
Wow.
Oh no!
My dog.
Gets
Let's
it together.
go.
Not so fast, my friend.
Ty Simpson looked great against a terrible Wisconsin team, but it gave him some confidence. I think it got him some reps with his wide receivers.
He's got playmakers.
He's got 5 stars all around him. We just had to get their attention, and I think Florida State maybe got their attention, and I think that's what I'm going to go with because Georgia did not look great against Tennessee, who should have beat them. Tennessee should be it's the closest thing to a moral victory as you possibly could, but Tennessee basically beat Georgia without them winning. But that's not football. Anyway.
No, it's not.
Hashtag, I'll never say this again, Roll Tide.
Hey, he's got 3 receivers. He's got a nice running back. He's got a pretty good offensive line. If his defense can just do what they're supposed to do, Bama can win this game convincingly.
Jam Miller's back. He was back for Wisconsin, but they didn't play him a whole lot. They played him a little bit to get him warmed up, but Jam Miller's back. They're good. Yeah.
All right, that's all the games, correct?
That's all.
That's it for college pick'em.
Let's get into some college. Our favorite bets for the weekend.
Favorite
from
bets
college.
for the weekend. All right, we got top 3 or 4 bets for the weekend.
I'm gonna start this off. The Dons had a good year on college so far. I've got a few here.
Old back patting on the Don here.
Pat my own back here. Pat my own.
Oh no!
Canceled.
I can just say that, can't you?
More work for Sir Producer.
Anyway, I'm going to take it easy. I'm taking it easy this weekend. This is just screen's one of those weekends that just you get your ass hammered if you're not careful.
Yes.
We're going to know a lot more after this weekend. I'm going to start us off Friday night here. Houston -10. Willie Fritz moved over to Houston from Tulane. He got them boys playing good and believing. Oregon State may be the worst damn team in Division I football.
They are.
This year.
Behind Oklahoma State.
You can remove the May.
The only thing that worries me is this line should be higher. But anyway, give me the Houston Cougs tomorrow night -10. Saturday, I'm going to ride with Indiana again. I just don't think that Iowa scored a bunch of points last Friday night, but I just don't think Iowa can. I don't think Iowa can hang with Indiana.
Cignetti's got them going.
Yeah, give me Indiana minus a touchdown. Then I'm on Oregon. I know it's on the road, but the Oregon QB is, I think, the real deal. I think he's better than Alou. Oregon's got way more speed. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
We know this.
Oregon's got way more speed.
Unless they turn the ball over a bunch of times, this game, I'm taking Oregon.
Agreed with that one.
And
What's your other favorite one?
I got two more actually. I'm taking Syracuse +7 over Duke. Now I got to looking last
That
night.
line's at 4.5 right now. It's obviously dropped.
Yeah.
Well, after watching
and it may
Tulane
have been,
beat that Duke
It
team.
may have been 6. No, I was 7. I got it wrote down. Anyway, I looked it up last night and compared everything, these two teams. The only thing is this line seems a little too good to be true. But these teams seem pretty evenly matched. Both defenses suck. Both of them can pass the ball pretty good. It's at Syracuse. Wrong team favorite here, folks. Give me Syracuse +7 and on the money line probably.
I agree with that. After watching Tulane beat that Duke team, and after
Yeah,
watching us
how
play
badly that quarterback from Tulane looked like down.
he looked like Superman.
Like
against
Tebow.
them. No, absolutely.
And I've got one more here. BYU -6 against Colorado. BYU's look pretty good. Prime time, I'm a big fan. I don't know, that's kind of unpopular, but his defense sucks, and he don't have a quarterback. Any BYU in that one, so I'm probably going to add one or two more to these. I'll let that be known, but that's all I got so far.
I'm really only looking at 3 right now. I think, and I may change my mind and
Confident
bet some
3 or
more.
just
I'm confident.
big
3.
money? Big money 3.
Yeah, big money 3.
Big 3.
I think TCU on the money line. I think you
Call
absolutely.
Ice Cube. Tell him the big 3.
I think you absolutely hammer him.
Hammer who?
Hammer him.
Big Ice Cube?
Yeah.
Hammer Ice Cube.
No, I really think you hammer TCU on the money line against Arizona State.
Yeah.
TCU's offense is very, very good.
I'm with you on that.
I like it.
Yeah, TCU's offense is very
These
good.
are your favorite games for a reason.
I really like Florida State versus Virginia.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I think Florida State covers 7.
The only thing that line is just scares the hell out of me.
It's just
Vegas gives
it's
out
a
freebies
Friday
every week.
night at 6 o'clock at Virginia,
Yeah.
but
We really don't know who Florida State Florida State has really yet. But
Better players than
better
Virginia.
players than Virginia.
that's
absolutely.
true.
We've
That's
got
very
that,
true.
yeah.
There's
And,
better talent.
My third and final favorite bet for the weekend. I wish that LSU was favored because I would bet.
He might be for us over with.
I would put the
He'd
deed
back
on
the
the
truck up?
house for Ole Miss money
He'd
line.
back the
Oh,
truck up?
God.
Yes, I would back the truck up.
We're beat.
Kiss of death.
Well, no.
I'm not touching that
Hey,
game. I
look,
wouldn't bet either
look,
side.
Hey,
with free money.
I'm back
I'm
on. I'm
going
back
to.
on a heater this week. I'm 2 for 2 tonight,
It's a
baby.
bold bet from a former State fan.
2 for 2 tonight.
No, I'll bet. I don't mind betting against Ole Miss. I've done. I can bet against Ole Miss and completely put it out of my mind and root like hell for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During the game, I
Yeah,
didn't take nothing
right.
It's a
out.
win-win, right?
Yeah.
Do it all the time.
Yeah.
Dude,
I love this.
All the time. So, hey, Syracuse, I think, is a lot. I think Syracuse is a lot. There's no way that they go in there and play as well as they've played. I mean, they played Tennessee pretty good. They beat a good Clemson team. Duke is
Angeli's
wishy-washy.
out though, isn't he?
Who?
No, I didn't see any injuries or
didn't see
anything.
So,
Oh, I thought he was out.
no, hold on a minute.
Yeah, I think Angeli's out.
I didn't really just dive into it. But I don't think I saw any
Hold on.
injuries on that. That line's it's kind of out of whack, but
Yes, sir. He's out.
Yeah, I
for the
thought
season.
Jelly was out. Yeah, I mean, I
When
thought he
did he get hurt, though?
I
Leave that alone.
thought he
Leave
tore
it
it.
alone.
I thought he tore his
Well,
ACL against Clemson.
No, he tore his Achilles.
I knew
his
that
Achilles.
line was out. Yeah, scratch Syracuse off the board. I looked last night. I didn't see anything
I
about
didn't
any
see that on-
injuries.
I kind of did a double take on yours when you said it, but I was going to make sure that I was right.
Scratch that.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, it
But-
still might not be a bad bet, but I ain't
No.
taking it.
Not favorite bet.
Not favorite bet.
We'll
Least favorite bet.
We'll go back to what Karn said. You know, Vegas will give you a free one every once in a while. If you'll
Vegas
take
does
it.
give out
you
free
can't
rolls.
lose. You can't if everybody lost every damn game, nobody would bet. I mean, come on.
I'm going Notre Dame big. This is my big bet. It's either going to make my day or I'm going to be grumbled going into Vaught Hemingway.
I hate
One or the
betting
other.
big on them early games. Though. I don't want to ruin my damn day.
Hey, I did
you
it
know.
last week
Yeah.
and was up very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It
not
can
gonna
happen.
gripe.
Hey, it can happen.
I think Illinois is a great bet here. They just got the immortal hell.
I thought about that too.
Hell bit out of them. But USC has not played very good defense. They've not played any competition. They're going across the country at 11 o'clock a.m. You know, they're crossing 2 hours jet
time
lag.
zones.
Got
Yeah.
cement
Uh-oh.
ponds.
This- absolutely.
I watched USC last week. They
They
got
don't-
some
they don't
players, but
look
they
good.
ain't. They
Girlfriends
just
look like Phoebe Tate from Fast
fast
Times.
time finish my high.
A touchdown. I mean, I'm looking at here 6.5 by the half point always by that half point,
Yep.
bro.
Yes, no matter
Because
what.
you don't bet to
By
lose.
the
You
half
bet
point.
to win.
Yeah.
So by the half point, get that to 7.
It's cheap. Get it.
I think it's a great bet there. We're going to scroll down to, where's it at?
By the way, can I jump this in?
Yeah.
They're honoring Arkansas, who Lou Holtz coached at back in the 70s. And, you know, Lou also coached at Notre Dame for years. They're honoring the great Lou Holtz.
What's the chances he'll remember it?
They have y'all seen this? I can't wait to see Woo Pig Suey.
No, we are so canceled. The FCC won't let me be.
Look at what I'm on a side note. Look at what I'm looking at, Danner. I'm looking for a few things on the phone. Look at that.
I don't know, it's gotta be.
All right. We got our favorite bets in.
Those are y'all
But
got
my
mine.
absolute favorite bet is Notre Dame. I'm also
Time out for a second.
Woo Pig. I think Arkansas absolutely takes the cake on this game. But
Oh,
I'm still,
no.
I'm not putting this one. I'm not writing this one down, especially after
Hey,
Memphis last week.
I think for the money, UCLA money line. Now hear me out. They're playing Northwestern. Northwestern's garbage.
I don't know.
Northwestern's absolutely garbage.
They are garbage.
Who took over at UCLA when they
Hey,
fired what's his name?
Northwestern is a 6.5 point dog. So I'm just saying, as far
As far as the betting,
as value, I think that money line bet for something small, whatever you can
Yeah.
afford to lose,
Yeah.
is a great value to take.
That's
And if they win, y'all thank me come Monday on,
Yeah, I
on the
really
recap.
like that.
So
heard that.
That's gonna be about it for
Well,
the
my
college.
my favorite bet of the week.
Super producer's got a bet here. I'm
My-
taking whatever it is. I don't care. I'm taking it.
My favorite bet of the week is Tupelo Wine and Spirits, and we sure thank them
I'll take
for
it. I told
getting
you.
this cherry limeade out for us here at Ryder Cup. We're gonna have a Ryder Cup special up next, the next segment, and we thank y'all for listening to us ramble on.
Or maybe
about
the
our
NFL
pick'ems.
segment next.
We
Maybe
may do our
we got
NFL
two
segment,
segments.
yeah. We got
left.
two more segments left. We'll probably go NFL next and have a Ryder Cup last.
non-alcoholic. All right, we're back. Top Shelf Grumbling here. We're going to jump into our NFL segment. We got NFL Blandy joining us here, along with Lil C, obviously with Don. Big Game Seamus here. So let's talk about our pick'em records. Lil C, you got our records right.
Yeah, I got him statted up.
Hey, well
over here.
let's.
All right, well, I got NFL Blaney. He's going 10-6 on the year right now,
which is very good.
very big. You know, and our big winner in the college pick'em right now, his NFL record is meh. He's
So is his gambling record.
he's at 9-7.
And
Oh, my.
I'm not the expert on the NFL. You know, I'll get
That's
my
Blaney.
best shot.
That's
and
Blandy.
I don't think anybody is this year.
we got Big Game Seamus coming back from the bottom in the college pick'em to the top of the NFL pick'em right here at 11-5.
Long season.
Long season.
Long season.
I want to say a few things first. There's a couple of fishy lines out there this weekend. I think Green Bay only being favored over a touchdown over the Cowboys. I mean, my God, how they?
That's a lot of points at Dallas.
I
Come on,
understand
bro.
that, but how we made Caleb Williams and
They just
Russell,
got beat
We made Caleb
by the
Williams.
Browns.
We just made Caleb Williams and Russell Wilson look like damn the best quarterbacks there in back to back. We hadn't done anything else. We make everybody look like damn Hall of Famers.
They just got beat by the Browns.
The Browns have the best defense in the NFL, probably. Man, they're going to be in some games. Green Bay's
They
probably
got
the
a
best.
64-year-old quarterback. They're drawing AARP.
Don't matter.
He looked pretty damn good against the Packers.
Houston being 9-point favorites over the Titans. I don't think Houston.
And they're winless, right?
They're both of them. Houston shouldn't be favored over anybody. The Bills, it's not really a fishy line, but the Bills being 16.5 over the Saints is embarrassing.
Oh
That's
my God.
crazy for an NFL line.
Do you think
That's
they
probably
cover
the
it,
biggest
though?
spread.
The Patriots being a touchdown favorite over Carolina kind of jumps out to me. The Patriots, they got a good young quarterback, a good coach, but they really hadn't showed that much this year
Defense
yet.
kind of sucks, right?
But they were their defense was good last year. It's kind of took a step back. And the 49ers, here's your fishy line of the week for me. 49ers being only a 3-point favorite against the Jags in San Francisco is very fishy.
I'll get to that later on when we get to
Absolutely.
our favorite bets in the NFL.
All right, let's get this pick 'em going.
Yeah, let's get to
Barnes.
the pick 'em. We got the Vikings Steelers coming up first. NFL Blaney, you want to start this one off?
I'll start this one off. Dublin game. 8:30.
Yes, sir.
Dublin
8:30.
game,
What
8:30
about football all day?
Yes.
All day.
Get up and go to early church and make sure you're back home for the game.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
pick you up.
I'm gonna take the Steelers.
I'll already be there.
I think the Steelers win this. I'm not sure the Vikings, Carson Wentz. I mean, they won last week, but I don't know. I think the Steelers, their defense is getting it together. 5 turnovers last week, so
Jake Browning did not look very good last week at all either. He made the Vikings look a lot better than they are.
yeah, they scored 48 points last week though. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but he threw like 5 picks and they scored on every
True.
single one of them.
I like the Steelers in this
Yeah,
one. I think the
taking the
Steelers are too much on this one for the
Oh.
Vikings. Rodgers, he's looking a little more comfortable with his young
Way
guys.
more comfortable this
He
year.
didn't blow it up last week, but he was like 16 of like
He
26
did
or
some dimes
24.
last week, though.
16 or 24. I think they're going to establish a run game against Minnesota early. I mean, everybody's been able to run the ball on Minnesota so far. Atlanta really tore them up on the run game. I think if they run the ball, you're setting the best play action passer of all time up just to just pick you apart. I think Wentz will struggle against a little more established defense than he played last week. I think it stays close, with the Steelers coming on top of this.
Well,
one.
I'm taking the Steelers too, but Rodgers and the offense have looked pretty good so far. Their defense is not. I can't understand. It's not up to snuff. As
They're
what
not
it's been.
Steeler-like, yeah.
And they still got the same guys, but I still think Pittsburgh. I just don't think Wentz on the road. What's this game? It's overseas. I'm not exactly sure.
Dublin.
Is it Dublin? I didn't know where it was. Okay, but yeah, give me the Steelers.
I'm sure it's raining.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Steelers as well.
Group lock.
Group lock.
Oh.
Oh no. All right, that's gonna bring us to our second game. Here we're gonna go to the Eagles and Bucks.
I'll start this one off here. 2 of the best teams in the NFC, not the 2 best teams. Anyway, 2 good teams here. The Philly offense really hadn't caught its stride yet, but they've been still finding ways to win, run the ball. Tampa's got some injuries. Mike Evans is out. Baker's been playing great. That just shows it's so important what organization you land with as a quarterback. Anyway. Tampa seems to be more ready in the moment, and I think Philadelphia in the long run this year is probably going to be the better team. But Philadelphia's favored here on the road. Give me Tampa. Wrong team favored.
I'm also gonna go with Tampa. I don't bet against Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is electric.
We know you whoop it to him at
Oh my
night.
God. I saw a stat last year, and Kyle said it last week. His win percentage is only 57%, but his cover percentage is over like 75.
Yeah, but what's his win percentage over the last few seasons? You got all those years.
57%.
I
So
know,
he was
but
with the
that's
Browns for a
he
while.
played with the Browns for a while. The Panthers were garbage when he played there
I'm saying.
too.
His cover percentage of him covering spread was over 75%. I mean, how do you not bet with that? If you're a gambling man.
What I'm also saying is his winning percentage is way better than 50.
Yeah, no, I
whatever the
I
past
agree.
couple
I
years.
agree. Yeah.
The Eagles found a way to win a tough game last week. They were down 26-7.
They know how to win,
But they do.
That's a bad beat for quite a few gamblers, But
including me.
the will to find a way to come back from that big a deficit in the NFL says a whole lot. They got it together offensively and defensively, which is really hard to do. If they can get the pass game going, because the pass game is what they're struggling at, and they hadn't had to. I've seen clips where Jalen Hurts you ain't got 100 yards, and he's like, well, we're beating the shit out of y'all. So he's got that mindset that he'll buy in to do what he has to do to win a football game, and that says a lot about a younger quarterback, anyhow. So Bucs are high at the moment too. I'm still not sold on them being the team to beat the NFC, and they're fixing to
not the team, to beat.
They've got a lot of playmakers, but I don't think they have the experience to go in there and beat an early season. I don't think they're going 4-0. Like, you couldn't have told me beginning of the year, so Kyle, if you got $1,000 on whether the Bucs are 4-0 or not with the schedule they had, I'm absolutely going no. I still think that's a no. I hope I'm wrong. I like Baker. Always have been a fan. I love the grit and the toughness of the guy and all. He's easy to like, but Eagles win this game. I think it's close. I think they keep it close, but Eagles win.
I'm going to piggyback off what you said. Eagles, they found a way last week to
Hey, that's a dangerous team. You find a team to come back, and then I heard another team say that they can run 80 different field goal blocks, and they found one in the right time, the right moment to block the field goal.
Yeah, but he kicked that field. He hit a damn stinger. That song didn't get above about damn head high. That field goal didn't. But,
but you still got to be in the right place, right time.
Yeah, you're right.
But, I got something good for the Colts.
I'm taking the Eagles. Yeah. And I just think they find a way to win this on the road. Close game.
Yeah, I think it's close. I think they keep it close. I think Eagles pull away in the end. I don't think they blow anybody out this year, really, but they just find a way to win.
Yeah.
Before we pick the Colts and the Rams, I have a little snippet from the guy that sang their halftime show this past week. Did anybody see that?
Yeah, a little white.
Yeah, a little white.
All right, guys, I'm back in this preseason. Let's do it. This is our Colts. This is our team.
It's not Lil White. Get this son of a bitch off the damn airways.
Whether win or die, we love you.
Anyways, I'll take the Rams. I'm not going to say none of that. I'll take the Rams. Like, I stand.
I'm taking the Rams as well. I think the Rams are one of the top teams in the NFC. I think they're a real complete team.
Not so fast, my friend.
The Colts are good too, but
the Colts
if this game was in Indianapolis, I would probably take the Colts.
The Colts are just playing out of their minds right now. Both quarterbacks are playing great. Honestly, give me the Colts.
By the way, 3 weeks ago, everybody was just in cahoots because Daniel Jones was starting over Anthony Richardson.
They were just up and on.
Everybody was coming. You didn't have to be a Colts fan to say this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. But it's happened, and look where they're at now. And I think I made a comment first week, like maybe Daniel Jones just needs to be away from New York.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. These quarterbacks get rebirths. They go to somewhere else, change the scenery, and they have a second start to their career. And I think it's what you're seeing with Jones here.
He's not lighting it up down the field. He's got a good bit of passing yards per game, but he's not throwing. He's 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. They're relying solely on Jonathan Taylor to open up their whole play, their whole play calling. And the Rams are going to stop the run game this week. There's no way that he's going to rush for 130 yards a game. Absolutely not. This week the Colts lose their first game of the season on the road in L.A.
Rams coming off a tough loss, though, too. That don't really affect the pros near
They're
as much.
a pretty seasoned group of guys.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's going to phase them.
I don't think it will either, but I still think the Colts. We're going, like I said, there's going to be a lot of movement on there.
I'll hold that $50 if you want.
No, I ain't betting it.
I like the Colts too. I like what Daniel Jones is doing.
Kind of split tonight.
Yeah.
All right, well, Chiefs Ravens, let's split this one too. I'll start off. The Chiefs are struggling offensively in the first 3 games. They struggled last year too, but the defense was so good. They were so well. They didn't put up a lot of penalties. They were, they're well mannered, just light word or whatever. So they kept penalties short. They found the ways to win. They put the game in Mahomes' hand, and he's always going to find a way to at least put them in a position to win. I believe they just don't have quite the defense they had last year. I believe they get their offense going a little bit more this week, but playing a weaker Ravens defense. All in all, I see this kind of somewhat being a shootout, and I see the Ravens putting up more points than I do the Chiefs. So I think the Chiefs go 1-3 this year.
Who's in more trouble?
Well,
The
me.
loser of this game. 'Cause they're
Both
1-3.
whoever loses this game is in big trouble.
Big trouble.
I think the Ravens.
Well, I
No,
take that
no.
back. If the Ravens
bounce
lose this
back.
game, they're not going to be in near as big of trouble as the Chiefs are if they start 1-3 or 1-4.
Yeah, 'cause-
Ravens
Chiefs
are in a.
divisions.
I don't know. Both their divisions are somewhat weak.
Well,
Outside the
Chargers,
Chargers, the Broncos are going to fall off. I seen too much of them last week.
Well, they
They're,
made the playoffs last year. I hadn't watched them play at all this year. Who's picking this game first, me or you?
I'll go real quick. I'm taking the Chiefs
Ooh.
to win this game.
Do you think they get back on their feet? Do you think they get back going?
Yeah, I think last week, kind of got them. And then just to see one go through.
I think
they
the
kinda
Ravens'
keep going.
offense is the key here this game. The Chiefs, they hadn't scored over 30 points in almost like a year and a half or something. It's crazy. Mahomes, we don't have any weapons. Travis Kelce's father time's undefeated. He's dropping wide open passes too. I mean, they just don't have any weapons.
It's because he's married to Taylor Swift.
Both these teams are still trying to figure it out, but I think the Ravens win this one big here.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens on this one as well. Like Dan Ray was talking about Father Time, I think the Chiefs' defense just looks really aged. They're not as quick off the ball.
They hadn't been that bad on defense.
No,
they can't
hadn't.
score though.
But I mean, they hadn't been as quick off the ball off the line. Their secondary looks a little shaky.
well, I will say this: we're just talking about who's in bigger trouble. So the third playoff spot in the AFC period is 1-2. So no one's in necessarily
Not
big trouble.
but
Yeah.
I just kind of think the
you
Chiefs
go
are in
back-
trouble. Period. No
you
matter
go
if they
back
win
to
this
the-
game.
We'll go back to the divisions, right? And the Chargers are obviously leading the AFC West at 3-0. They're going to lose a few games. They about did it last weekend. They won by a point or so.
Yeah, against the Broncos.
Baltimore. I mean, for the Steelers, they're on the fence. They're iffy. And Cincinnati is also leading that division at 2-1, which is
Too early to
that
tell.
longer.
Too early
So,
to tell.
There
folks.
is no panic in any of these teams this year. If either one of these teams lose,
Well, I just think that the Chiefs in general are not that good of a team this year.
no, I didn't think
No,
they
they're
were
not.
last year. Their defense kept
They
them in them,
gonna
and
find
Patrick
a way.
Mahomes can find a way to.
Yeah,
He's got too
they
many
don't have
weapons,
any. They have no weapons.
but they're getting old. They're getting old.
But Mahomes he ain't 30. He's like 29. He's still got plenty of time.
Mahomes-
Yeah, but
He's
he's
gonna get
also
some players.
45
Everybody else
pounds.
around him.
Rice.
Everybody else. He didn't got everybody around him. I mean,
All right, enough of this garbage. Let's go to Packers Cowboys. Dan
Speaking
Ray,
of garbage.
let's go to you since
this is quick, short, and sweet. This is a freebie given by Vegas. There's no way the Cowboys. We hadn't stopped anybody all year. Give me the Packers big.
I'm taking the Packers as well. I think they.
Of course, you never know in NFL, but I mean, come on.
Yeah. I think
Hey, this
Cowboys
game's
are-
tricky to me. I can totally see Dallas coming out and completely dominating this
Oh, yeah.
game.
Dallas.
Just because it's in, just because Green Bay in this matchup, what they did trade wise,
Sunday night game.
I've
so-
seen
no
Dallas
way
do
in
a
hell
lot
we dominate
worse.
this game.
I don't know. Packers winning a close one. They're my early season sleeper pick to win the Super Bowl, and I think that they leave the big D with a win on Sunday night.
The Dons preseason win total bets are all looking fantastic. By the way, how's the Cardinals looking that y'all were talking about? I was a bad bet. What about the Falcons, Manny? How's their son?
The Cardinals just got drugged.
Yeah.
I know, great. I went under on their win total. You said it was a bad bet.
How
It
much
still
was
might
it?
be. It's only
How
like
much was it?
It's only like 7.
I had the Rams at 9.5.
I'm gonna take the Packers on this one too.
Group lock.
Yeah, group lock.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I listen to a bunch of radio shows over the years. Anytime there's a group lock, if you can make yourself bet against a group lock for somebody, it's not good to have a group lock if you're pretty picky.
well, Bengals Broncos. Not real sure how this one made the cut.
It's Monday. Look, there's 2 Monday night games,
Yep.
and the other one is the damn Dolphins and the Jets. You want to pick out?
I don't. I don't have a whole lot to say about this one other than the Bengals will not be able to score.
Backup
Denver
quarterback.
be able to control the clock and win possibly more than 2 touchdowns. Bengals may not win another game this year if they don't find a quarterback that can actually somewhat lead this team.
This guy's kind of like a Jameis Winston. He can throw for a bunch of yards.
No,
he'll throw it to other teams very big time bad.
Cincinnati's going to make a move on getting a quarterback. I mean, they're 2-1.
Speaking of Jameis,
they're sitting at 2-1, right? Or Russell Wilson for that matter. They're sitting at 2-1. They're still at the top of their division by a game. Like that, I mean, you go out and get a free agent quarterback that can somewhat keep you in those games. I mean, look what Joe Flacco did last year with Cleveland. Now he's still there out of retirement. You know, he's
I love it. He's 57 years old.
He
looks 60 too. That's what makes it so funny. Like he looks so old.
If I don't know why it hasn't happened yet, but if I'm the owner of the Bengals and my GM sitting there still trying to ride Jake Browning, someone that really. He put up decent numbers in college, but couldn't win. You can't win in NFL. Like, why are we not going out and grabbing somebody at this point?
They're going to give him one more week. It's not a good week to.
No, it's not a good week. I mean, let's get another loss and without trying to make a move. That makes no sense to me. But Broncos on this one.
I think the Bengals. I think Jake Browning comes back with a revenge week. I think the Bengals
that good
win.
defense. The Broncos probably have the best defense there is, and one of them. I think the Broncos big here as well. I'm going with big game Seamus. Give me the Broncos big.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Broncos as well. I think they just try to dominate the clock, run the ball, let their defense win them the game. Broncos.
Cinderella Carnes one more time.
Well, that's every
that's
game.
One way
of
getting ahead, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's every game. I'm going to give. I got a couple of bets here for NFL. Everybody's going to give a couple out now. I'm about 5. I ain't got a winning. I ain't got a winning record in NFL, but I ain't got a losing one either.
It's tough.
Anyway, I like the Steelers plus the 3 Sunday morning. I know it's a fishy line and everything. But I'll give me the 49ers minus 3. And I'm taking the Titans plus 9 against they're two bad teams. You give me 9 or 10 points. I'm taking the Titans plus 9 against the Texans. Those are my 3 NFL.
Well, I'm gonna go Rams minus 3 against the Colts. So I explained that earlier when we were talking about it. Jacksonville, I'm gonna go plus 3.5 against the Niners. You know, Jacksonville's got a good young group of guys that are just playing their hearts out right now. They have a good chance of making the playoffs this year.
Trevor Lawrence is not playing very well.
Mac Jones will struggle throwing the ball against Jacksonville defensive backfield. I like Jacksonville in the points here.
I'll hold that bet.
Come on with it.
I like the Steelers in Dublin, first game of the,
Boy, this is starting to worry me. I might have to back.
I like the Steelers. My second bet, I'm going to go the Giants and the Chargers. Like the Giants.
All because Dart starting, or that line hadn't moved.
Right, but
I will say this.
I think Jackson Dart is about to try to come out and really prove himself.
The Giants may win last week against the Chiefs
if Dart plays. I'm going to try to win the damn lottery too. That don't mean it's going to happen.
The Giants would have beat the Cowboys had Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart doesn't throw a downfield pass in the triple coverage on second.
He's got to stay healthy. This isn't. I know SEC is grueling, but this isn't college football.
No, it's a 17 game season.
You've got to go down.
You
can't take on them,
but you can't play. You're also playing 5 extra games a year. You can't do that. You've got to be.
He'll be putting that eye black on the sideline if he don't.
Brian Daboll's explained that to him this week. He's like, "Hey, look, you can't do this. You're going to have to go down. Like, there's no way that."
Well, Kiffin tried to tell him the same damn thing, but the NFL's different.
NFL's a lot different. It's a lot quicker game, so a lot more physical at that.
My third bet is going to be the Bucks money line.
Oh, I kind of like it.
I like it.
Blaney, what say you?
I know a good banker if you need to take a loan out for your losses.
I'll run through mine real quick. The Bears, money line or plus 1.5.
Who they got?
They're playing the Raiders.
Okay, the Raiders look
they look good the first week, but they look like sloth.
They've looked god awful ever since.
I'm not talking about the good shit either.
Gino looks terrible.
Speaking of Father Time,
great value sloth.
Yeah. Really? I mean, I think it's a toss up. I mean, give me plus money. Bears take it. Browns at the lines over 44.5 points, and then the over on the Vikings and Steelers Wake up, get your coffee, cheer for points. Sounds fun to
Well,
me.
you know, Lanny, most of those games overseas go under, but
Let's speak of
it's
totals.
your bet, you know.
Let's talk totals tonight, okay?
Thanks, man.
I
had-
hate betting on over and unders.
43.5 tonight. The game tonight. Who played tonight?
Oh, man.
I can't
Dude,
remember.
Always by the hook.
I bought the hook, and I was
Oh,
grumbled.
they
It was
finished at
17.
43.
It was 17.
I told you
I
what
bought down
over
to
is.
43, and I was like, I need 20 points this fourth quarter.
23 to 20.
It was 17-6. I was like, I need 20 points. And they went out and scored. I was like, hey, there's a chance here. But I was like, I hadn't watched it. So I come out the winner tonight. So I'm not grumbled.
Is that anybody got anything else about the upcoming NFL weekend?
I'm excited.
I
Ready to see Dart
hate
play.
to tell people I'm not going to be betting nor watching much NFL this weekend. I'm going to be watching the Ryder Cup on Sunday.
Ryder Cup singles,
Ryder Cup.
absolutely.
Which we will be
brings us
discussing.
in.
We will be discussing the
Let's
Ryder
go.
Cup coming up here just in a second.
Stay tuned. Let us
go,
swap
Ryder.
over. Let's take a
Absolutely.
quick break.
Enjoy it, guys.
Thank our sponsors.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're back here with the Top Shelf Grumbling podcast. We're down to our Ryder Cup segment. We got our
Part two.
pairings
Part
out.
two.
Part two. We had a little primer on Monday, but we're going to get into the nitty gritty now.
Actually, that was last Thursday, but that's in their hell.
Well, we've had a primer on last Thursday. We've had a Monday primer for some Ryder Cup. We've done all kind of Ryder Cup stuff. All right, let's get into our Friday foursomes.
I have a few random ramblings first and foremost.
Let's get into the Don sentiment on the Ryder Cup.
Everything I've been reading and watching about this, they have really shortened this course up to help the USA wedge players. Last time in Rome,
Conspiracy theories.
no, they pretty much said they did this. Like they've shortened the course up.
I'm kidding.
The last time in Rome, the course played really long, and the Euros supposedly have way better long iron players on paper than the USA does, and
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
anyway, they've shortened this course up to be pretty benign this weekend. I don't think they've taken the rough out for the most part. It's going to be
Advantageous.
it's going to be
the US.
a lot of good scoring. The crowd's going to be good and rowdy. USA started out 0-4 last year, and you cannot do that. It's like 70% of the time, whoever wins this first format goes on to win the outright cup.
Got 30%.
The foursomes, I hope they put the best drivers together. I just feel like that's what they need to do. Get us in the fairway. Any professional golfer, you hit the ball in the fairway, you're going to hit those wedge shots. I just kind of got a feeling Rory don't play that good this week. I think the crowd's going to get to him and Shane. But Rory's been pretty good over the years in the Ryder Cup, I'll say.
He's played in every Ryder Cup since he was 18 years old.
But he was crying yesterday in the interview, like getting all emotional when he was just talking about it. I don't like where his head's at. This is going to be a close one. The Europeans take it, the British trash assholes take it way more serious than we do. We've got 40, but we got 47 vice captains. I think we're just trying to overthink it. I think the USA wins this.
Manufactured chemistry.
Yes, I mean I think exactly. I think the USA wins this, but it's going to be a piece together.
Who's your surprising star that comes out of
I
this?
think JJ Spawn. For some reason, I don't know why.
I think also I don't think he sees the lights yet. I don't think
Exactly.
he understands
Yeah, he's
how
like,
bright
what's
it is,
going on? Yeah.
or what's kind of what's at stake. He's just going out and go and play golf. That's kind of one of those you see flashes of a freshman.
There's only going to be a
doing something
few.
like
There's
that,
only
it's the
going to be
same
one.
thing.
There's only going to be one or two or three golfers that play in every match. That kind of surprised me when I heard people kind of talking about that. I mean, you got to put Scotty and Bryson in every match. I mean, it's
They're the best two on our
unless
side.
one of them needs a break or something or whatever.
Injury or something.
I've always said this too. If I was a captain, I'd stick with the same. I'd put you with the same guy every damn match. I'd ride or die with the same pair.
Yeah.
Unless it was just god awful or something.
Well, there's a difference there, though. I mean, you got foursomes here. You want people that's going to hit fairways together.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 12. You get to pick 8, right? And I think on alternate shot, you've got to pick. You got to kind of cherry pick. I mean, you want someone long with someone short. I know that don't make sense, but if you got someone that's kind of short off the tee box, let's go with like Harris English. You kind of want DeChambeau who can hit a 9-iron in there from 190, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And vice versa, you got DeChambeau off the tee box. You want someone kind of like a Russell Henley that's really sharp with his wedges.
Yep.
So there's a lot there to that. Now, I think on day 2, you go foursomes, obviously same teams and stuff like
There's
that.
going to be a couple of.
I think we may see a resurgence this year in a golfer.
I hate to say this, I'm just going to come out and say it. We lose home field advantage this year.
Justin Thomas. He's been particularly bad the last couple of years.
He's always pretty good in this thing.
But he plays the Ryder Cup real well.
He likes this section.
Fella, he is this year been a top 5 golfer all year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, that's what I'm saying.
He's back. He went through
I think we see him come back and stay back.
He went through a thing, but
we got a couple Euros. I think it's going to play. I think this crowd's going to be right. I think Rose, he's a veteran. I think he's going to play. He's played good all year.
Can't believe he's not in this opening.
I can't.
I could, but he's won so many. He came so close to winning so many tournaments this year.
I saw him on the range in Memphis and warming up, and just
so pure,
absolutely dialed over there, stretching and still. I mean, he's
into his mid-40s,
late 40s, and he's over there. He's got the band out between shots and just absolutely getting.
I think Fleetwood thrives off this crowd this weekend too.
Hey, McIlroy and Fleetwood is going to be the strongest pairing.
I kind of think, but I just don't. I got a feeling about Roy this week.
They both make birdies in bunches. That's a dangerous team in foursomes. I don't care what. That is the best team. They will shoot the best score tomorrow.
I agree with you against Colin Morikawa and Harris English.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder how
I'll take that. I'll take. Okay, I'm not going to take a bet, but I bet I'm willing to say out of the 8 teams here, I bet they have the best cumulative score.
Okay, all right.
I'll say that I think this crowd it's gonna help some. Like I said, the year. I think it's gonna help Ron. I think it's gonna help Rose, Tommy. Victor Hovland, most folks like him. I don't think they're going to heckle him as bad.
See, I don't share your sentiment about Rahm. Rahm has been a really bad putter this year. He's lost his
a
putter.
tip bag. He's a tip bag.
Let
me tell y'all something. The Spaniards always play good in this thing.
Absolutely.
They always play good in this thing. They feed off of stuff like that. Sevy was the same way. They tried to heckle him. The more you heckled him, the better he played. Now I think this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt Cantley because this New York crowd. If they start playing, if one of these USA players starts playing bad or playing slow, they will get on their ass. They booed Alex Rodriguez. They booed Aaron Judge in the playoffs last year. They will boo you if they're on your side sometimes.
The tickets are real expensive. I don't know.
So the Yankees games are good. The Yankees games are pretty
expensive. I would assume the Ryder Cup in 2025 was way more expensive than the Yankees in probably the early 2000s.
But they got the most easygoing partner with him with Shoffley.
Would be a terrible thing to boo the USA, even if they're playing bad.
I think this crowd could get under Shane Lowry's skin as well. He kind
of get under Shane Lowry's skin.
I'm talking about really get under it, like him not winning a damn match.
I think he's a lot like me. I think he's just a lot like who gives a shit.
He played pretty good, really good last year.
Don't let him spray one. Though.
I think you get under Terrell Hatton's
skin. He played
very.
Shane Lowry played very good last year, and he played very good to start this year. But the last couple of majors and the rest of the season, he just went to shit. Really
mailed it in.
I don't know.
That's gonna take me to my favorite pick tomorrow. I think that DeChambeau and Thomas absolutely destroy Rahm and Hatton. I think Justin Thomas is gonna have Hatton ready to fight before the first tee shot.
If they shorten that course up, DeChambeau is really gonna have to do something. He is so iffy with his short game. I mean, he's either dialed in or he's not. There's no in between. Like Thomas,
but if they take that riff out, Thomas is a pretty consistent golfer as far.
But he hasn't made a ton. He's been consistently at the top.
Yeah.
But he hasn't thrown a bunch of birdies in a round of golf. You haven't seen him shoot 63 very often.
But
DeChambeau is going to be dangerous.
DeChambeau's dangerous, so it's not getting wrong.
Because DeChambeau is going to be dangerous because they've taken that rough out. He's going to hit it way the hell down there. If that rough's not there, it's not going to matter.
Right.
Well, depending on pin placement too.
That's true.
But I think it's going to be.
I haven't seen none of that either, so I don't know.
I'm excited to get to. I'm excited to see this. It's going to be good. I have a couple of bets. I don't like any of the matchups tomorrow. I was kind of leaning with you, but minus 230 or 205.
I don't bet to lose.
Minus 205 is just. I'm not doing it. So I put a few. I'm going to bet some matchups down the line, but I put in some bets a while ago. I've got these are all medium-sized bets. I got Team USA at minus 150. I got them to win it. I've got Team USA to win between 1 and 3 points at 3-1 odds. And I've got Team USA to win the Sunday four-ball, and that was about even money. So that's the three I've got out right now. That's going to be way more, but I don't know who's going to win. Like I said, the Euros take us way more. The limey-jawed Brits take us way more serious. But I'm going with the home team usually wins these things, so I'm just going to go. I'm not betting on the damn Euros.
I agree.
Team USA, 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 USA. Go to hell, Europe.
Rooting for the United
Go
States.
to hell, Europe, and go to hell, LSU. Most of you LSU fans are French, and the French can go to hell too.
I share the same sentiment. I want the USA to win, but I think we are so overmatched when it comes to talent on our side. You know, the automatic qualifiers. Most of ours have been automatic qualifiers just over this last year.
Yeah.
You look, Russell Henley come out of nowhere. Harris English, you hadn't heard a whole lot about him. Cantley, I think, was a bad pick. I think Keegan Brownlee should have self-picked
Patrick
himself.
can't play fast.
I agree.
He can't play fast, and it can work. I think that could be a good strategy. Notice he's the last one, right?
Yeah.
He's on the
anyway.
last group. So that could
Dragging
work
it out.
out for the good part.
Yeah.
You know.
A fast player can't play with a slow player. A slow player can play with a fast player. But
Well, Shoffley doesn't. He's pretty damn chill.
Yeah.
You know, he's like whatever.
Yeah.
But when it comes to overall talent, I mean, you look at this European squad; they are stacked, dude.
I
think
went down the list last night.
Their weakest thing right now is Bob McIntyre.
Yeah.
And that guy has lit it up over the last 7 tournaments.
I
Like,
went down the
lit it
list.
up.
I went down the list last night. We had the USA on one side and the Euros on one side, and gave a check to who I thought was better on each side. And by the time I got to the end, it was about dead even. I thought. But I mean, I do agree with you though. The Euros are.
I just think we got trash on the automatic qualifiers. Cantley should. I mean, I think Keegan Brownlee should just I think we give him this captain's role out of sympathy from not being picked. He should definitely be in this.
And like we
Ryder Cup.
talked about, I think from now
They put him in a tough position.
you
to
should
make him
be.
the captain.
You should have to be.
No,
you know,
his team should have called him and said, "Man, you need this."
Yeah.
You should have to be at least 50 years old to be a captain. I think.
You know that's
Agreed going
fair.
I mean, come on.
right? That's
Agreed
fair.
going
Yeah.
forward.
Or unable to play like Tiger was a few
Yeah.
years ago.
My mother texted me today and she said, "Did you know Bob McIntyre was from Oban?" She said, "That's where I went on vacation." And I promptly wrote her back, "I hope he shoots 100."
Go to hell, Europe.
Yes, sir.
Don't care.
Oh,
Limey Joe.
Great Scotch. Don't care.
I can't wait to watch this Sunday and Friday.
She's
I don't
top
watch
shelf?
much Saturday. I'll be in the Grove.
Top
but
shelf.
should Top Chef go to Scotland for?
Top shelf went to Scotland. Yeah,
Should we?
went to to go to
We
Oban
should.
to go what? Just try to
Go
shoot.
play St. Andrews.
Yeah.
We should
We
go play
better
St.
we
Andrews.
better
play
hype
Bob
up on this
McIntyre's
app.
home
We better hype up on the
All right. All right, guys. We
Sponsorship.
need you to like and subscribe on everything so we can
Go to
get
Scotland.
we can go to Scotland and get some money to go to Scotland. So
love you all.
yeah, absolutely.
y'all.
Good show tonight.
All right. Let's just. I want to talk about just a couple more things with the Ryder Cup. The pairings we got on Friday. How much do you think does that actually? You said it dictates 70% of the winners on that time, but how does it dictate how they pick the teams for the next day?
Well, it won't be the next. It'll be the same day they'll be picking again.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like, how do
This
they?
sets the tone for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
I think you got to
There's
have
no
a plan.
doubt.
You got to have a plan and stick to it. Something like you can't
That's what I'm saying,
panic.
is
You
does
can't
it-
panic.
Do you panic when
No.
after your picks? And
Maybe if you're down like
If you're down 4-0, yes,
You
or
have
down
to.
6-0 or
You have
something,
to.
maybe you
Forces
might
your
have
hand.
to, might have to
Yeah.
force your hand. But even then, I mean, what are you going to really change up? I mean, just stick with dance with who brung you. You know.
I agree.
I mean, you are talking about the top 24 players in the world. So
That is true. That is
Absolutely.
you could. I think
They
you
know
could,
what they're
you could
doing.
take what you consider the worst of one team and the best of another. Put them together, and can beat any other
Or vice versa.
couple that you may want to put together.
Yeah, that's
true. That's the beauty of golf, right?
That's the beauty of. That's the beauty of it, folks.
That's golf.
That's why this event is so fun. I can't wait to watch.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, that's our Ryder
Love y'all.
Cup segment. We want to thank Water Fitness and their showroom for letting us record in here. This is a great, cool spot. All this equipment, and they service the entire country and probably overseas.
Over the whole, we're worldwide. They're worldwide.
They're
baby.
worldwide.
Wow.
Thank you to Tupelo Wine and Spirits for letting us try out this cherry limeade Sugarland Shine Ryder Cup edition. Thank you, guys. And for Little C, we got the Don, Big Game Seamus, and Sir Producer. Adios.
This has been the Top Shelf Grumbling Podcast, brought to you by Where You Media. You can find us anywhere you get your podcasts, also on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. What's your sentiment?